Alright, you know the drill. Talk about the game, talk about YouTube, talk about real life. Spooky. Here's the thing, right? This recording session of Greg Tech that you're seeing right now is the only Greg Tech I've played so far this month. We might end up getting another March scenario, I think it was March at least, where I end up playing the game a lot more after recording and during editing, so I might have to mention a couple of things that might have changed in the meantime. I don't know. We'll see. So what exactly happened? Well, Factorio 2.1 was announced, and I thought to myself, oh yikes, there are some pretty admittedly minor changes to the game that would break my current world that I've got going on. So I need to either give up on that world, try to adapt it, or beat it before 2.1 comes out. I opted for the final option, and lo and behold, it took me 3 weeks to rush to beat the game. I wasn't spending all of those 3 weeks playing Factorio. I was doing other things like focusing on this one summer class I've got going on. But yeah, no, it took me 3 weeks to just hurry up and beat Factorio Space Age for the first time, mind you. That's why I wanted to do it. I just hadn't gotten around to beating Space Age yet, but now I have. I figured I should at least make some content off of it, but then I also figured that Factorio lends itself way more to post-commentary than it does like a live setting, quote-unquote live setting. And more in-the-moment candid stuff is, I guess, what I specialize in. Though to be fair, I have been leaning more into post-commentary lately, as evidenced by this series, and some plans I have for some future videos. It won't all be post-commentary, I'll make sure to actually get the candid stuff in there too. But yeah, I prefer to do those more candid moments, just talking in the moment, so I can live react to what's going on in-game. Though I have noticed, recently I have been losing my focus in making good jokes while playing the game. While playing any game, really. I think I'm just in a slump of real-time comedy, but I think I could still do some good in post-commentary. So yeah, I guess future of my YouTube channel might be a bit more post-commentary stuff, but it won't be here forever. And then I also figured I don't need to do a base tour or whatever for Factorio, because you can just do that yourself. For those who don't know, when you beat Space Age, you can upload a snapshot of your world to this web service that they have called the Galaxy of Fame. I could link my star in the description and then you could check out my world yourself. You do it. So yeah, 3 weeks playing Factorio, and now I'm most of the way through the final week of July. I played through Greg Tech for an hour for the recording. I do want to play more Greg Tech, it's just there's been other things that have been catching my attention a bit more. Namely, Factorio. Which, I guess going to Greg Tech after that wouldn't be too hard if I had already got to the automation stage of Greg Tech, which is technically the whole thing, but I just haven't bothered yet. I'm almost there though. I just need to clear out more of that mountain and then, build a proper interior space that I can automate my stuff in. So in the recording, I guess I should mention specifically, I'm just moving my items into my new house, essentially. That's pretty much all I was doing. Just to kind of get back into the groove of it, get my bearings. I do want to start automating soon, I swear. Alright, on the YouTube side of things, I know I mentioned, I'll totally get this video out in July, and to be fair, I'm recording this on the 27th, it's still entirely possible for me to just lock in and finish that video before the end of July, but as it stands right now, it might not, which is due to the 3 weeks of Factorio that I mentioned. And then what? I started a space exploration world just a couple days ago because I'm an asshole or something? What the hell? Well, I'm not rushing to do anything on that one. I loaded that into 2.1 experimental. No rush for that. I don't get it. I really wish I was more motivated to work on my videos all the time instead of a week every month. I do it for a week. And then I do a month or two of, I should just play video game, I'll edit tomorrow. I need to get better at that. I really do. It's a motivation thing, executive function thing, whatever it is. Sometimes editing is grueling and just not fun, but the whole creative process as a collective I do really enjoy. And I like making videos. But man, sometimes it's just easier to play a video game. I guess it's also hard to stay motivated during university. I keep blaming university for everything, but as I just mentioned, I played 3 weeks of Factorio, so that can't be everything. I really do. I want to get better, but I keep saying that to myself and it keeps not happening. So what's wrong with me? I don't know if I have ADHD, but I probably have some sort of attention deficit something or other. Because even when I'm like playing Factorio, I'll spend a lot of my time just sitting around waiting for my production to give me enough materials instead of, improving my production to get things faster. I'll have to figure out something that works. Maybe there's some like motivational self-help stuff out there that's like, just like put like a giant spray painted sign on your wall that's like do work. I don't know. Maybe I could like program something to physically lock me out of a video game after however many hours and just be like, do editing. I don't know, that sounds like if I program that wrong, that's my computer dead. Yeah, I'll have to figure something out to keep myself motivated. Because I have to make it out there. Once I get out there and I can make a living off of YouTube, if that ever happens, which I really hope it does. If I can like hire an editor, so many more videos. I swear, so many more things are gonna happen. Alright, moving on to life. I suppose nothing interesting has happened in my actual, like, life. But there is something I can mention. Every once in a while, I keep talking about this Rain World mod that I made, Unshackled Co-op. It got really popular, an update came out, I was going to fix it, and then I spent like a month straight trying to fix it, and then I burnt out on Rain World completely, and it's still not updated. And people keep saying, you need to update it, and I'm still burnt out on Rain World, I think. I recorded a video for it a while ago. It'll be in the works soon, but I'm still burnt out on Rain World. I recorded that video hoping it would get me back into Rain World. I've been coveting it as my grand return to Rain World or whatever after like a year-long hiatus, but no, I'm still not engaged with it the same way I was in 2023. I don't know. Which is a shame, because I love Rain World. I still do. But people expect people in the community to stick to that community, but I don't want to stick to one single game. I'll float from like Rain World to Factorio to Mario 64 and back and forth on all these sorts of things. And then when I'm not engaged with Rain World and there's all the people who are like, you need to maintain your stuff, and it's just like, I can't, I can't focus on Rain World right now. I'm just not in the mood. How can I expect myself to be a good Rain World community member when I want to be a variety creator, I do feel guilty that Unshackled Co-op hasn't been updated in forever. I will admit to that. I see people talking about, please update it, or, I'm so upset that this isn't updated still, and I do feel bad. No joke, I've been thinking about it almost every single day. That anxiety you get when you lay down and you're about to go to bed. That pops into my mind often. Self-inflicted. If you ever left a comment on that mod saying please update it, don't feel bad about that. The anxiety is self-inflicted. And I keep saying, it'll happen maybe this summer, maybe next week, maybe something or other. I can't make promises, because as I said before, I can't stay motivated. This ended up being a bit more of a serious episode than I anticipated. I guess I can't stick to one game forever, and then I decided to try and start a monthly 10-year-long Minecraft world. I think that's helped, though. Honestly, though. I do think Greg Tech has helped me stay more motivated than usual. This series, specifically. I do notice that on the months where I record something other than Greg Tech, I'm less motivated. So that's probably what I need to do. I just need to really stick to it. I need to do better, just in general. That's what I need to do. Maybe one day Unshackled Co-op will be updated. I really do hope that I get the motivation to work on that again. All it takes is one push, a reason for me to work on it. Even when I was writing this part in my notes, I kept thinking of things I could do with all the new updates to the game that would make things much easier for me. They did already implement the baseline stuff of the multiplayer already in the base game itself now. There are still reasons for the mod to exist, of course, but I just need that push. My push to making the mod in the first place was, playing co-op with people, but I don't got anyone to play Rain World with at the moment, so maybe that's it. But I don't know how I'm gonna solve that problem. I think if I just, if I stick to making more videos, and I make videos more often, I'll inevitably end up making more Rain World videos more often. And if I could do something that involves me using Unshackled Co-op, that would probably motivate me to eventually, maybe at least fixing it enough to repair the beta version of it, make that usable. So yeah, I guess in summary, I need to find the motivation to work on videos more, and then I'll make more videos. I'll be used to making more videos. I might end up needing to fix Unshackled Co-op for my own use, and that's just how it works. This ended up being a bit more of a serious video this time around. I didn't mean for that, but oh well. I do genuinely want to make more content more often, and I've got some pretty exciting ideas. They might take the rest of the year to come out though. I'm so slow. So I guess, yeah, that's all I had to talk about. I guess I just need to do it. I need to figure out how to make myself just do it. And then keep doing it. Not just for a week, not just for like 2 weeks and then get like a video or 2 out. No, I need to do it and keep doing it and never stop. It would be a job after all. Maybe I should just treat it like one. Yeah, that would work, right? I really wish I could be certain that it would work. I really wish I could confidently go out there and say, yes, I'm going to focus on making videos for the rest of time. I did hear, like, a motivation strategy where you treat yourself as someone you don't want to disappoint, and I guess that is what I just did for the past 3 weeks, so yeah. I make my videos for people like me. I don't want to disappoint myself. Yeah, till next time.